Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again to hit you with a video. Now, I hope you all had a very good weekend. I know mine was great, and I appreciate everybody and all the subscribers and also the family of the Trey King Show. Now, this story right here is long overdue, and I'm sorry it took me a while to get to it because I had so many other obligations to attend to, other videos to do. But, you know, this story comes out of South Carolina. You have an elementary school who decides the best way to take their kids on a field trip, instead of taking them to the zoo, to the movie theaters, or hell, to an automobile building shop or something, show them how to build cars or how cars are made. These people at this school at Ebenezer Elementary, and you know with a name like Ebenezer, it's got to be old-fashioned. And they did. It's like they went Back to the Future without Michael J. Fox. Now, what they done was took these kids, yes, to go pick cotton. And out of all things, they said this was a learning experience to learn about the Great Depression. Now, if you know anything about the Great Depression, cotton and the Great Depression goes together like polyester and suede. It's kind of the same, but it's not the same. Now, this story comes out of South Carolina. Big shout out to everybody in South Carolina, Columbia, Charleston, North Charleston, Mount Pleasant, Rock Hill, and also my people in Greenville. Now, back to the story. These people at this school decided, like I said, take them on a field trip. And you know one thing about a field trip, I remember my field trip, even when I was in 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, that was like one of the, best times of my younger life, go on field trips. I remember we went to the zoo. I still remember that till this day. I remember the night before I had how we used to have our clothes laid out and stuff. They don't even really do that no more hardly. But anyway, have my clothes laid out. I could barely go to sleep. I was so anxious, I think I was in the 3rd or 4th grade, one of them. But anyway, I still remember that till this day. But this school decides to take these kids on a school trip. Then they used to phrase in the backstory of we try and teach them about the Great Depression. Now, back to the Great Depression. How could you have kids out there picking cotton? And then did you hear what they had these kids saying? Saying, who picked the biggest sack? Don't talk back. I don't like that. I don't know. He said, who picks the biggest sack? I don't like it when you don't talk back. So basically, make a big sack of cotton and don't talk back. Who in the hell thought this up, and why in the hell did this school think it was appropriate in this day and age, in all time in Black History Month? And let me tell you something about this Black History Month. Every month is Black History Month. Every month is everybody month. Period. Point blank. No matter what color you are, don't let nobody designate you to one month. Period. I don't care what race, color, or creed you are. Every month, every day is your day. Don't let somebody program your mind to think that you can only celebrate and acknowledge those of color, whether you're from another color, just in February. No, don't do that. We got to break out these old stereotypes because evidently we see they're not working. And also, this has to be one of the worst Black History Months in recent time, with the Justice Smollett arrest in Chicago and also with the R. Kelly arrest. I mean, damn, but you got Harvey Weinstein and Willie Allen still chilling and going hard. But now the Great Depression, for those who don't really know, and this is just a backstory. See, it's a lot of things that led on to the Great Depression. You feel me? And also, the Great Depression, it just means a recession. It's one of the longest, if not the longest recession in modern history, what we know of. And it affected worldwide, mostly here in the States. That's when all the bankers put all their monies out the bank. You want the true story. They put all the monies out the bank, and you had your JP Morgan Chase. You had your big groups involved in this. It was a takeover. We get to that in the point. But, so all the banks collapsed, and then therefore no money to lend. You have soup kitchens. So if anything, instead of taking these kids to go pick cotton, they should have took these kids to soup lines and stuff, soup kitchens. Take them to the Campbell's factory, because that's all you've seen. Wasn't too many people out there picking cotton, because guess what? It wasn't no money, because the banks went bankrupt. And then you have what they call the Federal Reserve, which was created. And I'm going to let you do your own research on the Federal Reserve. So the Federal Reserve, then guess what? Saved America from the Great Depression and uplifted the economy. World War II, world wars increase the volume of the country that you're in, period. So add all those up together, you had a group of people who orchestrated this hostile takeover to crash the market. And that's what they done. JP Morgan Chase, your Rockefellers, all of them. So crash the system. People goes into panic mode. No jobs, no food hardly. You have soup lines lined up everywhere. So this story about cotton and the so-called way how they trying to twist, that's why I had to explain it that way, has nothing to really do with the Great Depression, because you pick cotton to make money. If it wasn't too much money floating around, no circulation and no banks, how can people get paid? So I don't know why would they use that example, but I would advise you to go look up what caused the Great Depression and who caused it and how was it pretty much restored. And it became restored with the Federal Reserve, even though it's not a part of the U.S. system. How ironic. And then also with the fact World War II, how it came along and created jobs and boost the economy. So I don't know what these people mean, but I'm going to go and dive deep into this story. I'm going to read a snippet and I'm going to give my opinion, surely, as we go. South Carolina elementary school trip sparks outrage after fifth graders are filmed picking cotton and singing a slavery song during Black History Month. And who in the hell left the gate open? And who in the hell thought this was a good idea? Lord, have mercy. Now, students from the Ebenezer Elementary School were filmed by a teacher picking cotton during a Black History Month school trip. Didn't take them to no damn zoo. Didn't take them to the mall. Didn't take them to some amusement park, some damn ice skating rink. Nowhere. No. Took them right to a field and said, here we go right here. Now, in the video, the fifth graders can be heard singing. I like it when you feel the sack. That's what they were saying. I like it when you feel the sack. I like it when you don't talk. Yeah, somebody said it. Back. Make money for me. Now, if that's not the most cotton pickets slavery song I ever heard in my life, want me to repeat it? Okay, I'll repeat it one more time. I like it when you feel the sack. I like it when you don't talk back. Make money for me. What kind of BS is there? And would you want your kids listening to this type of mess, being involved in this type of rhetoric? And it's no wonder why these kids graduate now and they can't even change a damn tire. They can't even change the oil in the tire. Remember, like some years ago, when you used to go to school, they had all kinds of homemade classes teaching how to cook. They used to teach kids how to cook back in the 8th grade and stuff. You know, sometimes 7th, but like 8th grade, they really start. They hardly even do that no more. They used to have automotive classes, HVAC classes. They had all kinds of classes for these kids. But it's amazing now compared to then, because you can do your own comparison if you will. It's amazing how kids now graduate and they are far behind the kids that graduated 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago. Think about it, because I'm talking to a lot of them right now. A lot of you all. Do your kids know what you knew and was taught in school? That's why certain schools teach certain things. Let's continue for somebody to get mad. Now, parents of the students voiced their outrage over the trip and claimed they had been told it would be about the Great Depression, not slaves and cotton. But guess what? It's all about slaves and cotton. Because remember that song, I like it when you feel the sag. I like it when you don't talk back. Make money for me. So evidently, you've been lied to. You've been had. You've been hoodwinked and bamboozled, as they say. Now, back to what I was saying. If you're going to teach them about the Great Depression, teach them about the Great Depression, what really caused the Great Depression. Take them to these banks. Take them to Bank One, Citibank, and explain to them how it was caused, who crashed it, and why did they crash it, and what happened to America after. But that's a little too deep right now. Now, the school defended the trip, saying it's been running for 15 years, and the song was written by an African-American instructor about the Great Depression. I don't give a damn who it was written by. It could have been written by Moses or Noah themselves. If you got a song say, I like it when you feel the sack, I like it when you don't talk back, make money for me, that was in that area. This is a whole new era right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason why certain people can't better themselves, because so many people holding on to the past. See, if you got your hand back here, how can you put your hand up there? You won't let go of the past to try to reach toward the future. So for us to keep repeating this jargon, this rhetoric, it's going to make us pretty much stay in the same stupor that we are. And these folks will still come up with excuses to why they doing this. Oh, wait, we didn't have them out there teaching them about slavery and cotton. This was about the Great Depression. Where's the damn soup lines at? That's what I want to know. And I mean, until people, and that's just a surface layer of it, because this goes deeper than that. But to people who don't really understand the Great Depression and the crash and what happened, to them, they're like, well, okay, because they really don't know. Now, a South Carolina elementary school field trip has caused outrage among parents after their children were filmed picking damn cotton, doing, out of all months, Black History Month. That's why I say you can't just let them designate you to February. Claim all these months. That's what they there for. And somebody Hell, let me tell you something. Do you know really what month we in? And I'm not trying to sound crazy. You have to know who these months are named by. First of all, July, Julius Caesar. You know, all these months, August. You know, these months was named by certain people. That's why, you know, your seasons and stuff not adding up no more. But I don't want to say too much. I'm not trying to get you off topic. But study these months. Cell phone footage acquired by the news shows fifth graders from Ebenezer Avenue Elementary picking cotton on their field trip singing, "I like it when you feel the sack. I like it when you don't talk back. Make money for me." It's kind of catching, but it's a bunch of BS. And I wouldn't give a damn who wrote the song. What African American instructor wrote this damn song? Evidently, they must have been Sambo, not Uncle Tom, because when you go back and watch Uncle Tom's Cabin, for you all who want to call people Uncle Tom, you're really giving them an honor. It's not Uncle Tom. It's the bad guy. It's Sambo. It's the bad one for all my people out there who love to call people Uncle Toms, and you're not really realizing what you're saying. And I'm no scholar or nothing like that, but I know one damn thing. I remember watching the movie, and I remember who was the hero and who was the one that was working for Massa. Parents said they had to sign a permission slip prior to the historical excursion. Excursion, my ass. This was Back to the Future. You could have just popped in Back to the Future Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3 and looked at Marty McFly, Michael J. Fox, and had a better trip back in time than this BS. They said it was a historical excursion to Carroll School, but the form made no mention of slavery, cotton picking. They say the form told them the trip was about the Great Depression. Oh, they tricked y'all. They tricked the shit out y'all. My people in South Carolina, y'all got to get in the comment section. Let me know what's going on. Because if it ain't your pastors, it's these damn schools. It's no wonder, boy. It's no wonder. They say it's hard out here for a pimp. No, it's hard out for my people out here in the SC. And the SC means South Carolina. Come on, stand up now. According to a spokesperson for the district, students from the schools in the Rock Hill area have been going to the Carroll School, which was built by African Americans in 1929 for the past 15 years. There we go with that again. Who gives a damn who was built by? Most of these highways were built by blacks, and most of these roads also was built by Japanese. Look at the Japanese slave labor also. They had them all building this stuff. Do you not know? I mean, they got pictures of it. They got pictures of it, but people fail to realize that, yes, they have Japanese slaves over here doing the same damn thing, working right along beside some of the blacks, even though it's way more blacks than the Japanese, but they had them right there building these roadways, what you call right now your international highways, link you from coast to coast. Who you think built that? Yeah. Okay, then. Now you're going to learn something. Now, the district builds the trip as a unique learning opportunity, promoting and understanding about our past. And let me tell you something. If you're looking at your oppressor to teach you about your past, and I'm not trying to sound like Martin Luther King or Malcolm or even Dr. Khaled, may they all rest in peace. I'm not trying to sound like none of them brothers, but what I'm telling you this right here, if you looking toward your oppressor to show you a better way, your head gonna stay in the sand. They're gonna be the same one telling you, look, we're gonna take your kids to learn about the Great Depression, but we really gonna teach them about slavery. We're gonna have them out there in them fields in 100-degree weather. Well, you're probably in 100-degree in February. More like 50, 60, but hell, South Carolina get hot. More like 50, 60, maybe 70. We're gonna have them out there filling the sack. Don't talk back. Make me money. That's what they say. Now, Jessica Blanchard, a mom of an Ebenezer student, said she was left feeling livid when she saw the video of her son in the field. I will be more than livid. I will be distraught. I will be what they call shooketh. I'm African American, and my ancestors picked cotton. So did mine too. As a matter of fact, I've seen the damn pictures and stuff. So don't let the light skin fool you. And I'm not trying to sound like I'm conceited or nothing like that, because people will take that like, oh, he said light skin. Why he got it? Because you got to make a damn point. You talk how you want to talk. I'm going to talk how I want to talk. I got pictures of my ancestors and stuff picking cotton. Yes, in deep South Louisiana, Mississippi, where it gets no harder, in Texas. Woo, you talking, and they still got, guess what? Plantations down there. Have you ever seen a plantation? Have you ever been on a plantation? Have you ever seen the cemetery where they used to bury the slaves at? I don't think so. Let's continue now. She said she was feeling livid when she saw the video of her son in the field. I'm African American and my ancestors picked cotton, she told the news. Why would I want my son to pick cotton and think that it's fun? Exactly. That's the whole key right there. Because guess what? Sometimes the past repeats itself. You have to remember that. Sometimes the past repeats itself. So you have to be cautious of that also, because it's nothing to play with, because it was people's lives killed, destroyed. And also the worst thing they did other than killing these people is that they was able to monetize and make money and build corporations and businesses off of these slaves, these dead slaves, blood, sweat, and tears. That's how your plantations are built. That's how they was formed. And that's why they have so much money. Because guess what? Wasn't too many people paying taxes on slaves and stuff. Oops, I wasn't supposed to say that neither. But guess what? Just do your research. Let me go and finish up now before I get in trouble. Now, you know how my mouth get. The controversial video was filmed by one of the teachers at the elementary school. Blanchard said her son didn't understand the words of the song and thought the cotton picking was a fun game. Yes, but it's good, mama. You educate your son. Ain't shit fun about that right there. Let me tell you something. You ever went out there, and I know I never did this, but I heard my grandmother, my grandfather talking about it. And my grandfather maybe, what I'm saying, most high bless his soul, go out there and pick them cotton. They call them big buds and stuff. Not buds of weed, but buds. In those cottons, if you look at them close, they have like little thorns, little sickles sticking out. And sometimes you pick them so much, so fast, it will swell your thumbs up and your fingers up and you start bleeding and stuff, literally bleeding. And that's why you see on a lot of movies portrayed, you'll see cotton and you see blood on the cotton. It's really a metaphor, a symbolism really of showing the blood that these slaves went through with cotton. Notice how many movies in regular pictures and stuff you look on the internet that shows cotton and show blood on it. Anyway, she added that she fully supports the school, but said the lesson had clearly gone too far and was ignorant. Yes, it's so much else you could have been teaching these kids. The school, however, defended the trip and its slavery ties, like they will defend every damn thing else. In a statement, Rock Hill School said the Carroll School field experience is a unique learning opportunity for all fifth grade students in Rock Hill School's elementary schools. For who? And who in the hell thought of this? That's what I want to know. The song that is sung, here they go trying to explain this shit, what we call damage control. The song that is sung by the students as they participate in picking cotton. See how they try to make it sound so sweet and so innocent as they picking cotton. As it was done in the Great Depression time period. Pause. Okay, so why not directly talk about the Great Depression? Why sit up here and make a whole trip about picking cotton and making fun? And then when the kids don't pick enough cotton, guess what? They got to carry a big sack they call Big Mama. That's how they used to punish the slaves. And guess what? They do it the same way right now in the military. Want me to tell you how? Let me tell you something. Anybody ever been in boot camp or, some other kind of program or whatnot, when you wake up late or when you don't do things on time, guess what they make you do? They make you put all your stuff in a bag and you walk around with that bag on your arm, your blanket, everything wrapped up in. This is what they do in boot camp, whether it's in the military or whether it's in a jail prison system. It's the same structure, period, point blank. That's why you have majors, captains, wardens, and all this other stuff, lieutenants. But anyway, they make them do it in the same way, but it's not cotton. It's their belongings, their shoes, their mattress, their pillows, everything. They have to run around all day long, walk around with this big sack on their shoulders all day. And that's just a thing that they adapted from slavery. It's the same concept, but instead of cotton, it's with your own belongings. You can ask anybody, my people who've been in boot camp or in some kind of, institutional boot camp, they make you do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I had people in my family that was in boot camps, both in the military and also on the other side of the law. So I know what I'm talking about. Now, he says this right here. He did not intend it to sound like or anyway be a slave song, as it has been characterized. The lyrics came from his experience as an African-American farmer picking cotton and making money for his family in the Great Depression time period. Pause. How you going to sit up here and tell us what another man thought way back in 1929? Damn near 100 years ago. How you going to tell us what this man was thinking? And how can you correlate that and make that sound and make sense? According to Blanchard, John Jones, the chief academic and accountability officer for Rock Hill Schools, called her and apologized. You need to apologize to everybody. And my people in South Carolina, y'all let me know what you all think about this. But on the real though, go study what the Great Depression was, what caused the Great Depression, who caused it, and what happened to the Federal Reserve, why was it established, and also the role that World War II played in this. Then you will have your answer to this Great Depression thing, but slavery is totally a different beast, a machine within itself. So for them to compare slavery to Great Depression is like comparing apples to oranges. True, they both are fruit, but they're not the same. Let me know what you all think about this story, because it's sad that you have kids graduate from high school these days and basically really don't know damn near none, because 1 month they out for this. 1 month they out for this. Now you only go to school 5 days a week. You don't go to school Saturday, Sunday unless you're in another country somewhere. So if you having holidays like in Thanksgiving, you out for a week. So that leaves 3 weeks of school, 15 days. Okay, 15 days out that month. Next month, you have 2 weeks out. That leave only 10 days out of a whole month. So that's 25 days your child only learning within a 60-day period, just those 2 months. And you see why your kids are not where they need to be, while some of them behind. So it's your job as a parent to step up. If you're not already stepping up, if you have stepped up, I salute you, to teach your kids, grab the bulls by the horns, and show them the right way. But you must study to show yourself approved. Go look up the Great Depression and the slavery situation. And to, all my people who is so gung-ho about Black History Month, do not let somebody subjugate you to celebrate your ancestry in 1 month, period. You don't do that. Every day is everybody month, period. We are all put on this earth to be together and live together. And if that wasn't the way it should be, the Most High would have changed that. So we cannot do nothing but accept that. We have to make the world a better place for our kids and ourselves and for the people that's coming along tomorrow. If not, we're going to have the same problem 100 years from now, 100 years from now, 100 years from now. And it's a reason why for that. And I'm going to make it short, because long as we can stay divided, we'll never see really what's going on and who causing the division. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely share this video with your family and friends. Till next time, you all stay blessed. Hate no one, love everybody. If they will let you, I'm out.